what's up everybody? This is Like It's 1985, and today we are going to take a look at Transformers, Robots in Disguise, Warrior Class, Grimlock. And first let me start off this review with a size comparison. The figure stands about just a hair over 5 inches tall as compared to AOE crosshairs here. You can see kind of the size slash scale on this figure. A little bit on the small side, I would say, for a deluxe. But nonetheless, it's actually got a cool transformation. Color scheme reminds me a lot of animated Lockdown, just with the black and the green. It doesn't come with any weapons though, so that's kind of a shame. But you can see it looks pretty good all the way around. One of my gripes is the way the legs are designed here in robot mode. Basically, as we'll see later in the transformation, the actual half of the leg is supposed to slide out and then rotate. But because of that, when you try to pose the leg, sometimes the legs will tend to come apart. Like this is what I'm talking about here. This is that piece. And it's designed to do that because of the transformation, but sometimes when you're posing the legs, it can be a little bit, annoying. But it's a small gripe because it's really, part of the design. It's not that big of a deal. So let's take a look at articulation. The head, I believe, is just a standard swivel, so we can look left and right, but not really up or down. Rotation at the shoulders, and I like the fact that shoulders can go out like that, just a little bit. Got a little pivot there. Then at the, well, it's really above the elbow joint. You got a swivel there and ratcheted elbows, and there is no rotation on the hand. All the hand can do is just kind of go in and out like that due to the transformation. There is no waist articulation on this guy. Legs, of course, go forward, back, out to the side, really far, swivel, slight bend, not a great degree at the knee, and there just is a little bit of pivot here at the ankle, and that's really due to transformation. So most of the time you're not going to be using that ankle articulation, so pretty standard articulation, I guess. Design-wise, he does have the dino arms hanging off the back. They're not that bad, but you can see them. So if that bothers you, that may be an issue. I like how the dino head does fit in this cavity back here. It's really hollow back there, but it does fit back in there real nicely and fills in that gap. So let's go ahead and transform this figure into the dino mode rather. I'll go ahead and start putting in the hands here. You want to separate the shoulder pieces here, like that. And you want to kind of bring these forward for now. For the legs, as I showed before, there's a little slider here. You take these pieces out like that, and like that. And there's actually a tail on his left leg that comes out. There's molded plastic here to represent a tail, but there's not really a functioning tail there. I don't know why they had to put that in there except for symmetry, but to me it's kind of unnecessary. Anyhow, I'm going to tab together the legs here, like that. And then coming back here, take these loose bits here, which are really loose, rotate them back. We'll go ahead and put the go ahead and rotate the dino head forward like that. Take these pieces back here, and then these will come together and tab into each other. There we go. I was having problems because I didn't clear this bit of plastic here, but once you do that, these should tab together. There we go. And then with the feet of robot mode, you want to flip those forward like that, and that completes the back part of the robot mode. Then this whole assembly here comes down like that, and there actually is not really, there's more of a groove here, if you can make that out, and their peg kind of rests in that groove like that. Similarly over here, you can see it just kind of rests in the groove. There's not really a complete peg hole, rather. And then there's actually tabs on the side of this black assembly that pegs into the body on either side. Go ahead and rotate around the arms, or what were the arms for robot mode, like that. Same thing over here, rotate around what were the arms for robot mode, and there we go. Alright, so Dino mode here. A lot of people have said this mode makes it look like Godzilla, and I can see that definitely. Size comparison, let me bring back in crosshairs here. So yeah, not very a big Dino mode here. So there's a comparison there. So the figure here in Dino mode, or T-Rex mode, does have a working gimmick. There's a little lever here, and you can chomp, chomp, chomp. Nice details on his head here, on the teeth, silver paint. So you got this is actually on a ball joint, but really it doesn't have the outward movement you'd think it would, because it's such a small ball joint. So really all it does in effect is swivel, even though it's on a ball joint. You got definitely nice posability here at the legs, like that. Then the ratchet knees, and that's it for articulation. So pretty cool. I like the transformation. I like how everything transforms really cool. So let's go ahead and transform them back into robot mode. So let me go ahead and start with the back here. Or actually, let me start with these bits here, get them out. Take this section here, separate, and then separate the rear end here, like that. Go ahead and rotate in the tail. Coming back to the front here, there's actually a tab here. It's going to tab in the side of the leg, and you want to make sure you just kind of tab it in place as much as you can. Not only tab it, but make sure you got this in place as well. So there you go. And let's see, these dino arms need to come down here. Rotate them down like that. Of course, you're going to take the head back here, like that. And I really like this part of the transformation where these bits here becomes the the upper torso parts here in robot mode, which is nice. Those peg in there, like that. Get the dino arms to the back as far as possible. Rotate the arms around 180. Go ahead and grab something to bring out the hands. And there he is back in Dino mode. And you might actually want to go ahead and see this comes on tab sometimes. Straighten out the feet. There we go. Last bit of little transformation there. And there he is back in Dino mode. So pretty cool. I like the transformation. I would like to see a larger Voyager figure. Would it be cool with maybe a slightly different transformation in the legs? But overall, a really fun figure, if a little bit on the small side. Alright, well thanks for watching. This has been my review of Transformers, Robots in Disguise, Warrior Class, Grimlock.